Today on News 4 Now, the extreme heat stretches yet another day, a full week even, and now it's turned deadly.
I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria La Rosa. Showers and thunderstorms giving way to big changes, lower humidity by tomorrow morning.
They're like the Baskin-Robbins of banana pudding. We'll dig into just a few of the 33 flavors and counting of the popular Jersey City dessert shop, Bow-Nanas, now in New York. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Kate Ingram, and this is News 4 Now for July 25th. Now, first up, the tri-state area is trying really hard to recover from the sweltering heat. I'm talking about the 7th day of temps being in the 90s. Here in the city, one person has died of the heat. It happened on Saturday where temperatures hit 98 in Central Park. Officials say that the New Yorker in Queens was in their 70s and had underlying health conditions. It's the first death here locally that's connected to the heat. Now, despite the heat, the New York City Triathlon did carry on. With their boards in hand, rescue teams lined the Hudson River for the start of Sunday's triathlon. The running and biking portions of the race were shortened because of the extreme heat. Many did brave the hot conditions.
We don't want to pass out from the heat. But given the shorter distances, especially on the run, only 2.5, so I should be okay. Should.
The FDNY says 4 people were treated and released, 1 transported to the hospital. It wasn't clear if any of the injuries stemmed from the heat. Several Rikers officers are under arrest in connection to the case of Nicholas Feliciano. Feliciano tried to hang himself at the jail the night before Thanksgiving in 2019. An attorney for Feliciano's family claims that the guards, as well as members of the FDNY, failed to help Feliciano as he hung in plain sight for nearly 8 minutes. The suicide attempt left Feliciano severely brain damaged and in need of 24/7 care. His family says that the then 18-year-old was known to be suicidal, but was left alone at the jail anyway.
My grandson didn't belong there in the first place. They knew he had mental issues, and they knew that he had suicidal ideations, and he didn't belong there. They didn't give him the proper care that he needed, medical care, mental health care.
No word just yet from the correction department or the correction officers. All right, up next, disturbing, shocking video shows a trio hit a man with a car in the Bronx, then get out and rob him as he lay helpless in the street. I will tell you the video is disturbing, but we do pause it right before the impact. Police say it happened early Saturday morning along East 169th Street. You can see the car come up from behind and hit the 39-year-old bodega worker while walking in a crosswalk. He was sent flying onto the sidewalk. That's when officers say that the suspects got out of the car to rob him. The car drives off, but police say that the 3 men came back to check the victim's pockets a second time before driving off for good.
He's a guy, good guy. I'm so sorry with him.
It's scary getting on the train. It's scary walking the streets. You don't know what's going to happen out here anymore.
A bodega employee tells us that the victim was on his way to work at the time, just steps away from the store. He remains in critical condition at the hospital. Police are still searching for those 3 suspects. Now, it was just the other day that Lee Zeldin, the Republican candidate for New York governor, was attacked on stage while campaigning. Now, he's slamming the state's bail laws, all while his accused attacker faces federal prosecution. David Jakubonis is being held on charges of assaulting Zeldin as a member of Congress. Jakubonis is due Wednesday in an upstate federal court in Rochester. That's where the attack took place Thursday. Jakubonis was released under state law after appearing in court. Zeldin says that law must be made tougher.
Some of these offenses that are being committed in New York, the judge should have discretion to keep someone behind bars.
Federal investigators say that Jakubonis told them he'd been drinking and had zero idea who Zeldin was. Reports say that the NYPD is now protecting Zeldin during local campaign appearances. All right, this next video I'm about to show you looks more like a geyser erupted, when in fact, it was a water main break in Paramus, New Jersey. Check it out. The 36-inch water main broke around 1 a.m. on Spring Valley Road near Trinity Court. Water sprayed several feet into the air and started to flood the parking lot of a nearby Kohl's store. The water has since been shut off, but Veolia Water says that customers in several nearby communities, including Hackensack and Carlstadt, might experience low water pressure. Meanwhile, on Long Island, police are searching for 7 French bulldogs that were stolen during a burglary in Shirley. Officers say it happened during a burglary this weekend along Concord Road. They say that the owner was sleeping at the time when 2 French bulldogs and 5 puppies were taken from the home. Anyone with info on the dog's whereabouts should call Suffolk County Police. The new Radio Hotel is now open in Washington Heights. The full-service boutique hotel sits at the corner of 181st Street and Amsterdam Avenue. It has 221 rooms. The hotel features a Santo Domingo-inspired restaurant, a courtyard with live music, and a rooftop lounge with panoramic views of the city. There's also an event, office, and retail space for the community. Another major development coming to Great Falls National Park in New Jersey. A new Riverwalk project will offer visitors views of the Passaic River and the historical ruins. A 2.5-acre expansion will cost around $7.9 million, and it's being funded by grants, bonds, and other aid.
Hi there, I'm Storm Team 4 meteorologist Maria LaRosa. A little stormy still heading into the evening hours and the early part of the overnight before we get some real relief from this heat and humidity and the storms. So keep that umbrella handy. Watch those outdoor activities early on. By 10 o'clock, still a chance into the upper 70s, and then we start to dry out by 11 p.m. Some could be on the strong side. These showers and thunderstorms produce some heavy rain, flash flooding, a lot of lightning. That should again be done after midnight for most of us, and we'll start to clear out and dry out heading into tomorrow morning. And the key word is dry. That humidity coming way down. You can see with the dew point forecast out of the 60s and 70s, we've got it back in the 50s. This is going to feel completely refreshing by tomorrow morning. 72 for the low in the city, 66 in White Plains. We'll be in the upper 60s from Islip, Eastport, Bridgeport, even a few upper 50s tomorrow morning, north and west of the city.
All right, word on the street is that Jersey City has a major hold on the banana pudding game. But there's a new spot called Bananas in the East Village that's shaking things up with a unique version of that delicious, fluffy dessert. New York Live went there to check out how it's made.
If you love banana pudding, then you better be making a beeline to the East Village. Today we're checking out Bananas on East 7th Street. Lloyd,
yeah.
Congratulations on the new location. Tell me the Bananas story. How did it come to be?
So, I mean, it's pretty nuts. Back in 2014, my car was involved in a hit and run. And we were broke college students at the time. And me and my girlfriend, her name is Patricia, our co-founder. Patricia had her own take on banana pudding, where instead of using pudding, she handcrafted a mousse. And we made a bunch of these little half pints from home. We took to Instagram with the hashtag Bananas. We sold it to friends and family to raise the money to fix our car. And after we fixed the car, everyone was like, yo, keep it going. And so we did.
Awesome. So here we are now.
Yeah.
This is your third location.
Third location.
Tell me about your first two.
The first store is Bananas HQ. That's our flagship. It's right by St. Peter's University in Jersey City. Our second store is Bananas Harborside in the downtown Jersey City area. And this is our third store in the East Village.
You made some really pretty creations over here.
Thank you.
You want to run me through them again?
Over here, of course, we have our OG. That's our classic flavor, vanilla mousse, vanilla wafers, sliced bananas, and on top is a mango Shiba Inu macaron after me and Trisha's little baby Shiba Inu. Over here, we have our mango graham, one of our non-banana flavors. Fresh mango, softened graham crackers layered inside, and of course our ube, shout out to our Filipino roots, topped with a Nutella chocolate macaron.
Look at all of that fruit in there. And then finally,
we have our vegan buko pandan. Buko translates to coconut, and pandan is it's almost like a bold vanilla plant found in Southeast Asia.
Who doesn't want to eat banana pudding out of a cone?
I know.
Does anyone else serve? You know,
yeah.
I love it. So how often do you rotate the flavors?
Yeah, so we rotate every 2 to 3 weeks. We try to keep it fresh.
Oh, this is awesome. Lloyd, thanks so much for having us. Congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Now, while most high schoolers are trying to figure out what college they want to go to, there's one senior in Paterson, New Jersey, that's trying to decide if he wants to go pro baseball, that is. News 4's Gabby Acevedo is here with his story.
A teenage baseball phenom ready for the majors. Nasir Moulay can bat and throw the ball at 96 miles per hour, and it's Moulay's performance as a two-way player that caught the eye of professional scouts.
Nasir Moulay was drafted this past Monday by the Chicago Cubs.
The 17-year-old Patterson native was honored today in his hometown after being the first player selected from the state of New Jersey in this year's Major League Baseball draft.
I'm going to go out there when the time comes, and I'm going to perform to the best of my ability, and I'm going to be able to, help the club win some ball games.
I've been a baseball fan my whole life. But it's a very difficult road.
Nasir, now valued at over $500,000, ranked as one of the best 95 players in the world, grabbing the attention of the Chicago Cubs, but proud of his career at Passaic Tech.
We look forward to seeing what comes next. Congratulations, Nas. Remember, once a bulldog, always a bulldog.
Muley, who was already committed to the University of Miami with a Division I NCAA scholarship, now has a big decision to make since he has the chance to sign a pro contract with the Chicago Cubs.
It's his choice. He's not a baby. He's not an infant. I think we've held his hand long enough.
Mom and Dad are immensely proud of Nasir, enjoying every step of the way after a week that has transformed their lives and turned him into a role model for kids in Patterson.
It's all about what you decide to do with it. You don't have to grow up in the best part of a town in order to become the best, to become a product of the society, You
want to elevate.
That's my point.
Nasir has turned many in his neighborhood to becoming Cubs fans, while his mother has a dream of seeing her son play one-day international baseball for her native island.
Maybe a dream to dream about wearing the Puerto Rico
Absolutely,
uniform?
for the World Classic, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, Puerto Rico all the way.
All right, friends, that's it for today's show. Thanks for checking in. I'll see you back here tomorrow on News 4 Now. See ya.